Welcome back to Deep Dive. Today we have two new guests. We have Anna and Ricky. Would you guys like to present yourselves?
Hi, my name is Ana Sofia.
My name is DeepDive. Yeah.
So for you guys who don't know, these are only IB kids that we've ever had on the podcast. So I know you guys have heard a lot from us that they have a lot to do, a lot of work, but somehow we got them out of class.
Yes. But
So-
that's yeah.
Out of Mr. Stone's extended essay class.
So
What do you guys even do in that class? An extended essay. I've never understood what the point of that class
for
is.
IB, like a requirement, we need to do 4,000 page like research paper about like any topic that we choose, and it's like 15 pages long.
15 pages,
Yeah.
4,000 words. Yes. And yeah. So what we do, we don't have electives this year. They gave us that class to work on it because many seniors would do it like last minute. So
Yeah.
so for us,
Because like for the other years, they had to even do like summer workshops in the summer, and it was like a whole mess. And since it's like 4,000 words, like, and it's like you have to research so many things, and yeah, so they wanted to implement a class so more kids can like finish early.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, for us at least, we don't have that. All of our classes are super easy, in my opinion. And, like, we have too much time on our hands.
Yeah, no, that doesn't happen.
yeah, no, you gotta. It's homework. Like there's
Yeah.
sometimes you don't do anything in class. When I say anything, you really don't do anything. But when you get home, you have always
of work,
something.
yeah.
You always have something to do.
Yeah, there's always things to do just because, like, have you taken an AP class?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like kind of like taking AAPs. Obviously, like for different classes, like there's different teachers and they like assign different things, but usually like the workload is like kind of the same. So, I mean, yeah, it's a lot, especially with like all those and extracurriculars. We're both on class 4, so it tends to be a lot.
So, would you guys consider yourselves to have really good time management skills? Because that's something that, like, we've talked about a lot on the podcast. And it's something that's very scarce, at least in our school, I would say.
Personally, it's not like I have great time management skills, but I always find a time to do them. You also gotta know, in my opinion, you gotta realize when you have to put in more work in something than in other things, so you don't overwhelm yourself. So you gotta set your priorities straight. You gotta know which assignment you're gonna do first, which you're gonna do next, how much time it's gonna take you, and yeah, but you're kind of forced to really
Yeah.
manage your time. If not, you're not gonna get a good grade.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like since we have like those 8 classes, we kind of have to have time management skills because if not, like it all piles up and like they're all due like at 11:59 or like 7 a.m. the next day. So we kind of like have to. But if I'm being completely honest, like in some classes I don't, and I procrastinate, and like because I procrastinate, I get them done like bare last minute. But I mean, for most classes like Miss Rivera, which like it's a like she's a very strict teacher. She's a really good teacher, but she's strict, and like with like grading and stuff. So like I tend not to procrastinate in her class. I try to do everything like on time, so I have everything like well checked, and I show it to her. So yeah.
I mean, I think it's very different, at least for us, because our classes are super, like, you get one assignment every class, but it's like, you can do it in like 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel that ever since the IB program was brought into our school, the second people become juniors, all the teachers are like,
Yeah.
just get your work done.
Yeah,
But, like,
but
there's very little teachers that actually, like,
Well, I mean, at least for me, like what I've seen with our school is that like once we turn like juniors and we're in junior year, like I feel like there's sort of like a divide between our grade and like academically, I mean not socially. In the academic aspect, I feel like our school tends to like lean more to like IB kids because I mean we are putting on a lot more work and stuff. So I mean I would understand why your teachers like stop assigning so much work. But I mean I feel like that kind of depends, no? Like if you're taking like a bunch of AP classes, or do you think like AP classes as well are hard?
the thing is that with AP classes, they're harder, but it depends a lot on what you're taking and who you're taking it with.
Yeah, that's true.
Because, for example, when I took AP Spanish, I remember that class was a lot of work,
Yeah.
but it was an easy class. So, like, it was a lot of work, but I could maintain it.
Yeah.
In cambio, there's people like Vergara who's like, okay, it's not that much work. It's more talking, and then you have an exam the other day.
Yeah.
It's a harder class.
Yeah.
Because Vergara teaches Spanish in a different way.
yeah, the thing is, because in IB you have a test for every single class, so your teachers are forced to teach you. So it's not
Yeah.
only like obviously we do have chill days. Like we've had many chill days. Like sometimes way too many, which is why we're behind in many things. But yeah, it's because non-IB teachers they don't have a end of the year test or a test because we have tests next year in
In 2
senior year,
years,
so
yeah.
we're not gonna have a a chill senior year. We're actually gonna have to study. We're gonna have to do internal assessments,
Yeah.
which are like more research papers for each class. So it's hard, but I don't think it's like
I think
it's like,
okay, can I talk about IB for a second? I think at least in our school, I can't
Yeah,
speak for like no, but like the IB program itself, like I feel like I think it's very doable. I think it's very doable. Like everyone says like, oh, it's very hard, but I think rather than it being hard, it's just like you just have to organize yourself, and like I think if you organize yourself and you put in the work and the effort, like you could do it. I don't think you need to be like a genius or super
sure.
smart. Like I think if you put in your work and like you do your assignments and study, like
bro, let me tell you something. There's some smart people in IB.
yes,
Bro,
oh
like real stuff. Like
yeah,
there's some people
You don't
like
think we've noticed, bro?
no, but like bro,
Like-
it's like crazy. Like
No,
it's
like-
insane. Like you,
yeah.
so much. Like there's so much. Like some people are really good at drawing, and it's like so different, and it really like that's one of the things I like the most about IB. Like you feel like challenged. You know, like
Yeah.
you wanna do better because you see like the person next to you like some like literary analysis, and you're
Yeah.
like, bro, how did he even get to this? So it's like, oh, I want to get to this. So it's like it's competitive, but in a good way.
Yeah, no, I actually really like that because like for IB, like you're in a like from freshman and sophomore year, we were just like with different types of kids that like some wouldn't put in effort in school, some would. And now since we're in a program where we only have classes with kids that strictly want to do well in school and are really applied, like it's very competitive, but at the same time it's very motivating because like you always want to do better and you always want to do good. And like how he said, like there's a lot of talented kids in very different things, and I think it's pretty cool.
I mean, for us at least, I wouldn't say that it's challenged. Like, I don't feel that there's much competition in non-IB classes. But there's definitely, like, a rigor to say, like, there's the people who, you notice, they're like, okay, these people, like, at least they're going to do their stuff. There's people who just don't care. And then there's, like, the divide between, like, do you want to put yourself through it or not? And I think that's where IB stands. It's like, you don't have to be smart to be an IB. You just have to, like, want to do better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's definitely like
Yeah, well,
discipline, hard work. It's responsibility. It's
I think it's harder to be disciplined than like be smart because I mean for like I know a lot of kids in our like grade that are extremely smart and they are in IB just not because they're lazy or anything, but they don't really like want to put in that work and they rather like chill, which is totally fine. But I think like if you want to put in that effort, then I think that goes a longer way than just being smart and not applying it to anything.
Yeah, and honestly, what surprises me a lot, especially for you two, seeing as you're the president and you're a treasurer, the fact that, like, after all of the IB stuff, you guys still have to, like, come to the school and, like, do everything else that they have you do, because, like, obviously the office, I know, at least for you,
Yeah.
the office always has something for you.
Yeah.
So, like, what would you consider, like, your main goal through your presidency, per se?
Okay, so at least as of right now for junior year, I kind of like I want to fundraise as much as possible. I don't want to put a limit to like say like oh I want to make like this amount of money. I just want to make as much as we can. I mean as you know, we do weekly fundraisers, and I mean our goal is to do like big events at the end of the school year, like for like class unity, let's say. But at the moment, all we want to do is fundraise for those senior events next year. And I feel like a lot of people don't really understand where all that money is going towards. And it's not like, okay, these senior events are going to be free. No, we want to lower the price because for better events for senior year, you need more like money, more funds. And that isn't going to come out of nowhere. It's work that we as a class board put in and all those fundraisers go into. So goal for this year is definitely to fundraise. I want to do at least one class event where like we're all having fun and like bringing the class together. But for next year, the goal is going to be completely different because we're going to have so many different activities.
Yeah, no, and honestly, fundraising is something that, like, it's hard to do.
Yeah.
I always thought it was whatever. Ever since I started this podcast, I've noticed how hard it is to fundraise.
yeah.
Like, You have to be so creative with it.
You're
Yeah.
gonna see it now more too since you're a rep. You're a new.
Yeah. Oh yeah, guys.
New
He's
class
our
of
new addition.
2026 rep.
Yeah, we just added him to a rep because we needed a new rep, so we added him. But yeah, I actually want to talk about fundraising because it's something that I feel like both of us can like agree that we've seen a change in. So in the beginning of the school year, we were trying to do like quick and easy fundraisers. So bake sales, which would be like
Yeah.
cookies, cupcakes, donuts, which we would sell for like $1, and it always does well because those are things that people always want. But you have to also think that because it's a donut and it costs $1, like let's say you want to do $2, like it's not gonna get you that much money. So what we've been trying to do as a class board, we want to kind of like make like bigger ticket items to sell. So like things that would cost like $5 or like $7 or things like that. And that's something that we've been like kind of learning this school year because this has been like the first ever year that we have like a class board fundraising for our grade. So I mean, yeah, that's something that we've learned. And obviously, like if we need something like quick and easy, we will like sell
Yeah,
those
just
things.
revert
But
back to
I
that.
think when we plan things that are like more expensive, like it's better for us at the end.
Do you want to tease them any up and coming events that are going on?
Well, I mean,
Oh.
this is gonna drop after
But yeah, when is
our
this coming
fundraiser
out?
this Friday.
This is
No,
gonna
we
probably
haven't
this
done it.
podcast will come out probably
No.
Monday.
Oh no, we have Thursday.
It's
Well-
gonna come out on Monday. So unless you have something for next
Okay,
week.
yeah. So
Oh.
tomorrow on Tuesday we're gonna have a sci fundraiser, and this Thursday, well, last Thursday for you guys, we're gonna have Sokai.
Yeah, we by the time you see this, we had a Sokai fundraiser
Yeah.
that Thursday. So
And like, what are the best ideas you guys think? Like, because personally, for DeepDive Ana, I'm not gonna get the board can't take it. Because when we get the money, we're gonna
obviously,
do
yeah,
this.
don't worry about it.
We
We're
want to
taking
bring Wingstop to school. We want to do a Wingstop buffet.
Okay, can I say something? Okay.
No, you can't.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the thing with the school. I think it's harder than you think. Like getting things approved and all that. It's not like, oh yeah, like we've had so many ideas where like, yeah, we're going to do this, we want to implement it to the school, and it's like the school's like, yeah, no, you can't do
Bro,
that.
you know, we haven't been able to bring. We're not gonna be able to bring a food truck
Oh,
for
yeah.
long because they're cleaning the school. What are you cleaning, bro? Like,
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, it's been
What?
it's definitely been an issue like food trucks because we've brought in a food truck. We bought a taco food truck and it was really good. A lot of people bought it, but I mean, like the school didn't really like how we like planned it. So it's the thing. I think for us, or at least for me, like the hardest thing has been like adapting to like all the things that the school like doesn't let me to do. All the like they limit us so many things, which I guess it's not their fault because they kind of want everything to be safe and organized. But if our goal is to get a lot of money, like it is hard,
Yeah.
So I think with that, so I mean, honestly, good luck. I really hope that you
It
do,
works.
yeah, that you do a Wingstop
Fundraiser.
buffet. But
yeah.
it's gonna be hard, definitely.
Yeah, and another thing is, I got so mad when I found out that you guys were doing the milkshake fundraiser because I gave that idea a month in advance to Padilla and she didn't want us to bring blenders on school.
Well, yeah, I mean that's also like one thing that like we've done with like class board, that because we've had like so many fundraisers, like we do weekly fundraisers, like Padilla, Silvina, they all really know me. So like if I like plan something out and I explain them to them like how am I gonna do it, how it's gonna be organized, like I don't think it's really an issue. And maybe because you're really new to like this
Yeah.
whole fundraising thing, like they're not very lenient on things that you might want to do. But yeah, the milkshake fundraiser actually went really well. The only thing of like fundraisers is like keeping like the area organized, and sometimes there's a lot of people that want to buy, so like the line does get hectic.
Okay. But now, drifting away from fundraisers and going more back to just your role, why'd you run for president?
Ugh.
Like,
Why
what
did I run?
genuinely-
Okay, so honestly, like since like I don't know, like 7th grade, like I've always wanted to be like class president. Like I don't know, like I just thought it was like a really cool like role, and like it was very important for our school. And then like once like I got into high school, like in 9th grade, and I would see like the upperclassmen having a class board. I don't know, I would ask them questions of like what they would do and like things like that. And like I was very interested in it, and like I know that like I'm someone that if I commit to something, I do it with like 100% of my effort. So I mean, I knew I was gonna be a good person for this role. And I mean, I feel like our whole board has been doing amazing. Like we've done everything, like we've fundraised, we've done everything well. So I mean, yeah, like I wanted to be class president just because like I think it was like a goal for me since I was little. So yeah.
That's good. How about you, Ricky?
Well,
Well, I
You're
was
quiet
gonna,
there.
I wasn't gonna run on anything, but Anna told me to run for
Yeah.
treasurer. I'm like, hey, why not? I mean, I'm a good student. You know, I know my maths. I'm
Yeah.
responsible. I could do it. So I decided to run for it. I obviously like the position. I find it really interesting, like how things work. But yeah, I
What is it that
mean,
you do, Ricky? Like,
what do I do? Well, I'm supposed to I count the money, how much money we get. I turn it into the office. You know, I haven't had much luck contacting other businesses. I'm not very good on the contacting department. But you know, I try my best to do what I can. One really important thing is when people gotta recognize when they're doing things wrong or they could do better. And like when a person tells you, even if Anna is my friend, you know, like when it comes to SGA or whichever person in the board, if they tell me, hey, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you're not doing this, you gotta recognize that at the end of the day, like that's your job. So you gotta like
Yeah,
separate
no,
that friendship
yeah.
and
Same thing here.
and know what you do with your job.
Yeah, like if Ricardo, Bianca, she's our secretary, or like Yara, she's our vice president, tells me like, oh Anna, like let's do this. This is better. Like you obviously have to be like very open to like all the ideas, which sometimes it's hard. But yeah, it's something that we have to do in order for everything to move smoothly.
yeah, no, I think that it's very important to always take out the personal from the business life.
For
Yeah.
sure, yeah. That's what many people say. Don't start businesses with your friends or whatever. Or like you know, having a job with
Yeah.
your friends is hard because obviously friendship
Comes
might
in the
get
way.
in the way. But the most
Yeah.
important thing is being professional and like obviously this is you know Classboard is not like
Yeah.
working in
A
a
real
company or whatever, but you still gotta
Yeah.
know your job or your
And like at
task.
least in our school, we take class board very seriously. So I mean, like obviously, like we have our moments where we joke around, but like at the end of the day, like it is
There's a
our
purpose.
roles. Yeah, our roles are very important, and we always try to do everything like the most professional way we can as high school students.
Yeah, no, at least for me, like with the podcast, every now and then, like I find myself saying sorry always to these guys because I don't like being a boss. I don't like having to be mandon or some stuff like that. Like to me, it's super annoying, but it's something that's needed. Especially like I've learned a lot from my actual job, from work, from everything. So I think that it's very important to separate your friendship from business time to time, but to always know that business can lead to friendship, and that's why networking is so important.
That's true.
Yeah, that's so true.
Connect.
Yeah.
Connect.
Well, yeah, that happens a lot with well, I mean, with, like, okay, sorry that I keep on like coming back into IB, but like with IB, like I feel like we've made so many like friendships, like because like not like I guess networking, yeah, I guess, but like we like so many people that like at least for me, like I would never talk to, I'm friends with now, and yeah, it's really important to like make friendships
To
with, like,
connect.
yeah, to connect, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that this is actually the perfect time to bring it in. There is a divide, you said it earlier,
Mm-hmm.
between
Yes, I did.
IB and non IB when it comes to friendships or not.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's a divide like hate each other,
No,
but there's
no.
a divide.
Yes.
So, at least for me with this podcast, I've tried to bring school spirit back into it with all these events. Like I've had Ricky. I want people to start going to these things because at the end of the day, junior year's about to end. You know, senior year's coming quick, and we're gonna be gone. And I
Yeah.
think we should at least enjoy it at least one more time as a class.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm trying to bring in.
So yeah, that's definitely something that like at least like us like as IB students we've noticed that there is a really big divide on the IB kids and the non-IB kids. And like I mean it was bound to happen because I mean like we only have class with each other and like at least for me my best friend she's not an IB and I mean I still make time to see her but for the kids that I'm not friends with I don't see them like at all and like I obviously don't have moments to like connect with them. So yeah, I do think that for senior year next year when we have like all these events, I think it's very important for us to like step out of our comfort zone and like say hi to people that like we haven't seen in 2 years because at least with us like I haven't seen you in a long time just cause like my classes and things
Classes.
like that.
I think the last time I saw you was in summer for camp.
Yeah, because he was my brother's counselor for camp. So I mean, yeah, like it's things like that that like I think they're very important to like bring back. I think we want to do an event this school year. I'm still planning it with Miss Jade and our class sponsor. Because I do want to reunite our grade and like how you said, like we have 1 year left and like we're all gonna go like our different like ways and like we're all gonna go to different universities or some people are just gonna go to work and it's just gonna be different paths and we're not gonna see each other every day in school how we do now. So I think that is something very important that I do want to I want to do events. I want to bring people together.
Yeah, that's good, and I think that's something super important to always have in mind, because some of the people that you met in high school, you will know them for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Like, these are people who you've known since you were young. You've had bad and good times with them, but at the end of the day, you've known them for so long. So it's important, to keep the friendship.
Yeah.
And I think that's why the class should come together, which is one of the main reasons why I picked my team the way I picked it, why I made the podcast, and honestly,
Yeah, but it's hard because, like, a friendship, mostly it forms because of something you have in common, right? And when priorities in IB become your priorities, people have different priorities, so it's hard to, like, I haven't hung out with my friend Molina, and, like,
yo, can we give a second to Molina?
Yeah, bro.
Hey, hold on. Shout out Molina. We're gonna put him on the
1,
screen right here.
Molina 1, Molina 2, and Molina 3. The Molina family tree is awesome. I love Papa Molina. I love Mama Molina. I love every single Molina. Yeah, shout out.
Molina, the other day we were talking in SAT tutoring. He was like, bro, like, I should have went to IB. Because he was like, he would have
He's
been
the last pick of the draft.
He is the last pick of
IB. A diamond in the rough.
There's a lot of people that.
But yeah, I mean, the thing with IB and non-IB, not that we hate each other. Obviously, no one hates anyone, but it's just different interests, different priorities, and it's hard to combine them because it becomes like different lifestyles to a certain extent,
Yeah, I mean, it's like things like, for example, like when you get home, at least like for us, like when we get home, obviously we eat and all that, but like we try to get our homework done, study, like all those like how he said, like our priorities are different than the kids that are in IB. And like, for example, we have our IB group chat where like sometimes like if we're struggling with like a class, an assignment, we just all talk about it. Yeah, the IB group chat is a little intense sometimes, but I mean, it's really good because I mean, it's good to talk about those things that like we're going through.
And yeah, IB, everyone in IB has grown closer, and it's been nice. Like,
I really like it. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, like it's like people you would have never thought.
Yeah.
You would talk to before. You
Yeah.
You know them, and bleep that out. But yeah, you do. It's really like interesting. It's what it should be, because even in non-IB, you see those.
No, trust me, I've had the same thing.
Those divides. Like,
I'm not gonna bring up names, but Aiden knows who we're talking about. Like, there's people who you would have never expected to become close with. That it just,
Yeah, I mean, the thing about like the whole like IB situation with like friends is that like, at least of us, like I feel like if you walk into one of our classes, like we're all kind of like connecting with each other, because like there's also like. Yeah, we connect a lot, like, because IB core values, no idea. But, I'm sorry. But, like, for example, I feel like if I walk in, like, I've done it before. I've walked into, like, non-IB classes, and it's just kind of, like, silent. And, like, you guys, I don't know, like.
I've never walked.
What class have you walked into?
Yeah,
if it's not Edgar or Martina.
No,
I've heard Rosenstein plays 4 corners. I don't know.
No,
whoa.
I've, like, walked into classes, and it's just, like, Mr. Rosenstein?
It gets very intense. He does U.S. history.
No, I mean, like, there's like classes where like you guys are just like sitting there.
I mean,
just like
in non-IB's defense, my philosophy class did have a guacamole party.
Oh yeah, well I mean, but that was.
And a popcorn party.
Whoa.
Hey, let me tell you that story. Hey.
Whoa.
So we walk in.
Why are you flexing now? You're not.
Wait.
You're IB now.
Philosophy class, right? And we were learning about living in bad faith. Do I have to explain this?
No. I was in that
whatever.
class.
Oh,
I also had that class, not with you, but I had
You had a bit of the leftover guacamole.
No. We had actually a pizza party.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we had a guacamole party, and Luca pulls up. Luca Eustace, love that guy, bro. Shout out to that guy.
What a king.
Love Luca Eustace. He brings his IKEA refrigerated bag, and inside he gets a metal bowl, right? he was like, Mr. Hurtado, I'm gonna be honest with you. I had 3 hours to work on your assignment yesterday, but I didn't want to live in bad faith, so I decided to do guacamole. He uncovers it. Bro, let me tell you something. That was one of the best guacamole I've ever tried in my life. And he brought a big, he got out a pita chip bag. Holy, that was a fine.
See, this is actually a topic we talk about a lot on the podcast, because we were, like, me and Aiden at least, I can't remember, we like to consider ourselves foodies. This guy's a master chef.
Yeah, you cook?
I love cooking.
What do you like cooking?
Everything.
He can cook it all, yeah? Like, literally, he can cook it all.
I don't care what it is. I just love cooking.
It's fire.
That's really hot. That's really attractive.
Thank you.
That's getting cut out. That one's getting cut out. That's going in for the bloopers.
Hello, bloopers. Okay.
But now, to tie things back down, you know, food is obviously a very important part of the day. What does it look like?
In a partner, yeah.
What does it look like?
Likes to
What does your
cook.
day look like, Ricky? Walk me through the day.
Guys, shout out Aiden. He likes to cook. What does my day look like?
Yeah, walk me through your day.
Alright, so I wake up at like. What time do I wake up, Aiden?
5:30.
Yeah, no, not 5:30. Like 6:20 ish.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I wake up at 6:20 ish. You know, always start with the left foot because I'm a left footer. I take my clothes on. I put my clothes on. Go to the bathroom. You know, take a piss, brush my teeth,
School.
eat a small breakfast. Then I get to school, right? I park. Yeah, I walk to school. Yeah, I mean, I go to first period. Like, it's just, I mean, classwork, like classes, IB classes is a bit. Sometimes it gets boring, man. And then when I get home, I eat lunch. I mean, right now I'm starting volleyball season, so I will go to volleyball practice. I will get home, I eat. I take like 15 minutes sitting on my couch, just rotting, watching TikTok, and then I go up to my room and I lock in. You know, it's just work after work, assignment after assignment, TOK poster,
TOK.
TOK prompt,
TOK
another
IB.
TOK poster, philosophy notes. It's a lot of work, and
Rivera book.
and yeah, and then I watch a little bit of a series, whatever I'm watching, and I go to sleep at 11:30. That's it. That's my day.
That doesn't seem that bad as a day.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah, I mean, because.
Ricky, I'm not gonna lie, your day looks pretty calm.
Not to glaze myself, but.
Yeah, he's naturally smart, guys. Whatever.
I mean, not bad.
Whatever.
to say, but-
Anna, what is your day compared
Okay. So I wake up like at 6, and then obviously I go to school. Yeah, I go to school, have my IB classes, like everything normal. I mean, most weeks, like 4 out of the 5 days of like the weeks, I feel like I always have like meetings after school, so I usually leave like school like around 3. Yeah, then I have to pick up my brothers, and then I get home like around like 3:45. Then I eat. Then from like 4 to like 5, I spend like that 1 hour like emailing professors and like mental health professionals for my Breathe and Believe program, which is a nonprofit that I started for teenagers that struggle with anxiety, and right now I'm working on building a website. So yeah, I do that, and then after I do try, but I try to like focus on like Khan Academy, and I watch videos for like SAT tutoring right now, because I want to do it myself. I want to see how far I could do it, because we have SAT March 17th, and then
and March 8th, if you're doing both.
no, March 17th in school. Oh, you're doing it outside of school.
Taking two, yeah.
Oh, that's good. But yeah, after that I shower, and then I do my hair, then I eat dinner, and then I do like all my homework. Oh well, I mean no, now I'm gonna start flag season again, and I'm like flag manager, so that's gonna take up a lot of my time. So like after school practices.
Hold on. You're managing.
Yes. No, I'm
I was about to
managing.
say.
No, I'm managing.
I was about to say, catch her on the field. See if she has the hands.
Hey, catch me on the volleyball court. Why did I not get a
You want to talk about your volleyball season real quick? I'll give you one. Go.
I mean, I don't know if this is gonna be interesting. I mean, the tryouts were. Well, you're gonna see this. What the team's already made.
What was the tryouts like?
Molina.
Tryouts were fun. I mean, but a lot of people missed because we're gonna we have another tryout tomorrow, Thursday. But yeah, it was really fun. I mean, a lot of people went. A lot of people went. It's gonna be a fun season. It's always fun. Volleyball is really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really. You know, some people call volleyball gay.
Who's calling that?
Yeah, fact.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like old heads, you know, like volleyball for men is gay, you know, but and if it is, I'm gay. I'm sorry. So yeah, those are my statements.
Dude, off the record, our school, like our actual non-school TikTok page that we're starting is gonna love your clips. I hope you know. Like the school's gonna have nothing with it.
You-
Because we have a
you-
blooper
you-
page that has nothing. Like everything's raw. Nothing. The school has no idea about it.
That's fire. Well, I mean, I like to entertain on the court. So if you want to record me once or go to a game,
Talk to Javi. We need more
Javi
money.
always goes to games. Javi loves
Javi, we
it.
need more money. We'll make you another event. We'll do it. We need more money.
We're there.
Yeah, it's tough. It's gonna be fire.
Alright, well, I wanted to close it off with saying one more thing, which is your days do not sound that bad. You guys are stressing it out.
Well, I mean, because it depends. Like, I mean, that's like our like day without like having like any like projects or things to do. Like, I mean, it just depends. Because like sometimes, like for example, like we have like for example, I wasn't there because like I was on a trip, but like for example, they all went to Kiara's house to like make sandwiches for a fundraiser, or they
Yeah,
come to
that's
my
nice,
house
yeah.
and we have to like make like posters for the pep rally. Like it really depends on the activities that we have the week. That's a day that like I don't have anything like in the middle, but like that's my everyday like must that are going to happen.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, you just gotta do what you gotta do. Like if you do it, sometimes the assignments are busy work. Like
Yeah,
it's like that.
this
So
is true.
it's just a lot of work. It's not necessarily
But that's the
sometimes
thing.
too hard, but and like projects, like hard projects, they give you like a long time to do them. But obviously
Yeah.
everyone
But
procrastinates.
obviously, because we have the other classes, but like you say that it doesn't seem like a lot, but like when we say like, oh yeah, then we just do our homework. Like it's like no, we don't have one homework. We have like 8 of them and like projects and a test. We have a lot of tests and it's like
I mean,
things like
Well,
that.
you gotta study.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's one thing. Study. I think more than like workload. I mean, yes, a lot of workload, but studying like there's
There's
tests.
no multiple choice.
There's no. Oh yeah, IB. There's no multiple
You
choice.
gotta know your thing.
It's only writing. So
that's new information. I didn't know you guys didn't have that.
Every
Yeah.
single test we have
yeah,
like history is like paper one, and it's all like
yeah.
there's small response answers which are like they're still kind of long, and then you have like in that question 4 you have an essay, but there's still paper 2, but you gotta compare like some things, and there's still I think there's still
Oh,
paper 3,
there's a paper
and then we have
four.
an internal assessment.
Don't we have paper four? No.
No, there's no. I don't think there's paper 4. But yeah, it's a lot of tests per class, so it's not one final test per class. It's
A bunch of little
a bunch
tests.
of papers and
Yeah, and a lot of IB is like analyzing like what we're reading. Like at least for Spanish or like English, we always have to analyze whatever like we're reading. So like that, it's a lot of things. It just builds up. So
Ada, what do we do after school?
I work, man. I
yeah.
have so much.
I'm up
to
at
do.
4.
I'm never free during the week. I don't even like go have a job. I'm never free.
I think I just like to
I'm
not.
always
I don't
doing
like having open
Always.
time, which is always what
Yeah,
you guys will
same.
see me walking around the school finding officio.
yeah.
Like this, I'm always doing something. Cause whether it's I wake up at 4 to like
Oh
go
my God.
walk my dog or run, it's always an in between. Either I want to walk him or I'm gonna run. I get to school early because my sister always has to be here early as well. And then school is pretty easy.
Ironically, I have more free time during school.
Yeah, I have more free time at school than I have at actual
I
home.
have so much to do during the day. It's insane. What happened there?
Yeah, the
Light effect.
Interesting.
Budget cuts.
Yeah,
Budget cut.
budget cuts. They cut a
But
budget.
yeah, they got a budget. But no, between I think the thing that takes the most time is probably baseball. Cause I'm
Yeah, you
the
get
man-
the
I
baseball.
I have
managing
I
aspect.
manage baseball, so like it's every day I have to go to their practice or it's a game
Yeah.
or it's something like that, and like
But we've all been managers.
yeah, you guys know managing's a lot, and then it's
Yeah,
getting
it is.
home, whether it's homework or I have work, and then if there's time.
And
Managing
stocks,
sometimes-
too.
Managing sometimes
Yeah,
could
you
be
got
more
that.
tiring.
Yeah.
Managing sometimes could be more tiring than being a player because you don't play. So it's like a bit like.
Mhm.
No.
In my opinion, like for example, I was
Different
manager
things.
I was manager for girls volleyball and I play volleyball too. So I was like, sometimes I'd be like, damn, bro, like I want to play volleyball, you know. So that kind of like also like drains me more. I don't know. Like,
So I'm gonna give my flowers to Coach Bravo because I picked baseball because it's the only sport I've never played. Like I've tried to play every sport growing up. I wanted to like learn everything, but baseball's a sport I never played. So like I think Bravo because in practices like he has me run like certain things. Like he's like yo like you're just gonna catch the balls for us while we do like certain things. Like, oh you're gonna throw them the balls because I need you to do this drill. Because like at least with the baseball team, their training is very meticulous. Like there's a lot of different areas where they need to train.
Yeah.
So at least me, I'm tired because they actually make us do stuff.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
so yeah, man.
But yeah, thank you guys for coming on the podcast.
Yes. No
Ricky, you
problem.
want to close it out? Quote of the day.
Quote of the day. Let me get my phone real quick. Can I get my phone? Yeah, look, I got a quote on my phone. Are you so busy fighting you cannot see your own ship has set sail? Uncle Iroh. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, thank you guys for tuning in to Deep Dive. Thank you, Sharif, for inviting us.
Yeah, thank you.
Always love
Love what you're doing, and yeah, I mean, go Dolphins.
Go
That's what I'm
Dolphins.
saying.
Go class 2026.
Go follow Class of 2026.
Yeah.
And follow Sharif Deep Dive.